Environmental groups and now government entities are taking a stand against coal ash being transported off the coastline of Jacksonville's beaches. This comes after the Department of Environmental Protection announced it's levying fines against the companies responsible for spilling 9,300 tons of coal ash off the Bridgeport barge into the ocean.
Yeah, the I-team has been following the spill since it happened in March when the Bridgeport barge hit the jetties and became stuck off the coast of Atlantic Beach, spilling a coal ash product called Agramax into the ocean. Now the city of Atlantic Beach and the Jacksonville Waterways Commission and environmentalists are now trying to ban the offshore transport.
There was never a public notification that went out or signs on the beach or anything that said this is what is going on, this is what's happening. And that was a source of some frustration for me.
Atlantic Beach Mayor Ellen Glasser is hoping to send a strong message to the manufacturers and transporters of coal ash who have been using the waters off the coast of Jacksonville to move their product. She wants the local transport of coal ash banned after the Florida Department of Environmental Protection announced $38,000 in fines. AES of Puerto Rico, the company which generated the ash, is being fined, as well as Morgan Towing, who is the owner of the barge that hit the jetties, and Dan Ocean Towing, whose barge was pulling the coal ash when it became stranded out at sea.
So Atlantic Beach does have a resolution that we're considering next week to ask that the powers that be consider not allowing its transport through our waters. I hope that it will get some attention. It may be symbolic in nature because really a lot of it does come down to how it's classified by the EPA.
The Jacksonville Waterways Commission also recently approved a resolution calling for an end to coal ash shipments, pointing out that Puerto Rico and Osceola County have both banned the ash from being dumped in their landfills, even though the Agramax product is classified by the EPA as non-hazardous.
Well, I think the term hazardous can be, you have to sort of keep that in context. It's not classified as hazardous waste, but again, it requires a lot of special controls when it's in a landfill. So when it's being stored, there are a lot of controls. So should we not have similar controls for when it's transported?
Glasser says her city and surrounding coastal communities dodged a bullet because ocean water test results revealed there wasn't any apparent environmental risk. She wants her coastal community to be cleaner and more responsible in the future.
But it is my belief that we must do something locally to push this question along. And I think a point was made in the Jacksonville Waterways Commission, which is a really good one, is that does Jacksonville really want to be engaged in moving coal ash? This is a messy business. Jacksport doesn't deal in it. Do we?
The Jacksonville Waterways Commission resolution was recently approved and will go next to the city council. As for the city of Atlantic Beach, they'll be discussing their resolution banning the transport of Agramax off the coastline later this week. Both resolutions are non-binding, which mean they cannot be adopted into law.